Hello everybody, my name is Chad. Welcome to another MLB Innings 25 video. In today's video, it's your favorite person who will never have a Supreme player. But other than that, today is going to be Game 3 of the World Series. So I'm recording this video a little late. I apologize. This is definitely going to go up late this evening. I'm waiting for my furnace to stop making noises. I literally record like right next to my furnace. So if I ever stop recording or stop making videos, odds are the furnace decided to take its ultimate vengeance upon me. But until that happens, unfortunately, you guys are going to be stuck with me. So anyway, in today's video, I've got 2 diamond trainers to go through. I got some packs, some combos. I've got some... We're going to do the diamond vintage trainer today, the diamond vintage combo today. Those are the words. Those are the words I'm looking for. And then we are going to see if we can continue to skill our new Greg Nettles, who has not been doing too hot in ranked so far. But that being said, there's going to be some growing pains. So let me show you what I did with him real quickly before we get into the rest of the video. So I put him at third base. This is his training. It looks absolutely disgusting. The important thing is that with his 5-tool training, I wanted to maximize the lowest skill, which was 23. I think this gets him to like a 96. I think it gets him to 96. 62, 23, that gets him to 85. All right, so it gets him to 95. It gets him to 95 with 5-tool 8. And Spotlight 4. Now, we could, in theory, just, like, skill off of Spotlight to get something a little bit better. Or we could just continue to throw, like, other skill changes at him. I'm still not sure whether or not I want to GI my Danny McClain we just pulled in the last video, just due to the fact that I still have the Tom Glavine and the Bob Feller in the past, and, like, if I could save a GI instead of actually using them, maybe it'd be better off for me in the long run. I don't know. So, I'm looking for some people's opinions on that. I know, like, McClain is good and everything, and he would probably be a good 5 for me in the long run, but really in just, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I've used legend pitchers in the past, and they've just been kind of weak, and so I don't know what I want to do with it, really, at this point, so I'm still contemplating it. It's just, like, using the GI is weird to me because I already have Black Diamond Legends, so maybe I might want to use them instead and reskill them. Both of my Legends have slow start on them. Maybe I'd be looking for PI, maybe I'd be looking for Workhorse, maybe I'd be looking for, like, Control Master or something like that, like CM, because it actually lowers the batter's skills, or lowers the batter's skills in terms of PI, or it actually lowers their numbers in terms of CM, instead of just Slow Starter, which just boosts his stats, which is actually sounds pretty good, but in reality, it's a mess. And also, I have a PI trainer, so that would also be even better if I had it on my Legend. So anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's get into today's video content, shall we, today? So, we don't have too many packs. I used some of the premium player packs in order to get myself a couple of team select packs. So, we're not going to have to go through too many of them. Although, everybody knows that we're looking for a legend still, and we still don't have one. But that's okay, because hopefully we'll pull one from the Diamond one that's coming up right now. And we won't have to worry about that anyway. So, anyway, we have Game 3 tonight of the World Series, which is right off of the heels of Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitching an absolute amazing performance. I mean, like, when was the last time we saw somebody throw a complete game in the World Series? Like, outside of him, I don't really remember personally. I thought that was the no-hitter, was that in the CS? I'm pretty sure that was in the CS. Hold on, I want to double check that real quickly. It was the DS. Okay, it was Roy Halladay in the DS. I didn't remember if it was in the CS or the DS. But other than that, I can't really remember like complete game, World Series or even just playoff games at that rate. Like, we've seen him now make back-to-back complete games in the playoffs, which has been just absolutely incredible to watch. I mean, we were all amazed at watching Cam Schlittler throw 8 innings, and it looked like he could even go back out and go for 9, but we decided to just say, no, we're just going to slam the door, and we're not going to deal with this. You've done enough for us. We're going to put our closer in, and it worked out. We won in advance, but it was all for naught anyway. But absolutely incredible to watch him throw complete games. I mean, like, that's just... In the world where I have just been, like, conditioned to expect the pitcher to be pulled after 5 innings or 6 innings, and then you're just like, okay, no third time through the order. We're not going to risk it. We're going to give them a different look at that point. I've been conditioned to that ever since I've been watching the playoffs, so it's so weird to me that it's just kind of the pendulum has swung in the other direction here, and now we actually have people doing complete games, not necessarily shutouts, but complete games. Oh, by the way, if it's really hard to hear me, or if you hear buzzing in the background, that's my furnace making that noise, which is quite literally maybe 10 feet away from me, so if you hear the buzzing noise, I do apologize. There's nothing I can really do about it right now. We have to call a technician in here to get it looked at, but that's just what that is, in case you're concerned about me, my safety, or the fact that you can't hear me, which it could be one of those three things. I don't actually know. So, unfortunately, putting Greg Nettles in my lineup has kind of weakened my lineup a little bit due to the fact that I no longer have George Brett in there, and I loved my George Brett because he was possibly one of my better batters. So in my league lineup, I still have him hitting 2, but in my club lineup, I do have him hitting a little bit lower. I moved everybody else up. I've got Mantle hitting 2nd, Ruth 3rd. Now, Mantle may need some help at some point in the future, just due to the fact that I just don't really like Chancemaker anymore right now. Like, he just seems like he's hitting like 170 in club, and I mean, he's doing all right in ranked, but I mean, it's like this 177 in club for a guy that has like 150 stats, and then just like BIU and Pred with like high eyes. So I don't know. Maybe he might be due for a reskill at some point. I don't really know. He definitely suffers from the fact of not having a diamond trainer. He definitely suffers from the fact that he just doesn't really have a legend skill that really plays well off of himself. Like, if he doesn't get on base, doesn't really get the effect. So I mean, it only really works if he gets on base once, and if he doesn't get on base, then it just kind of spirals into the abyss at that point. So, not sure what I want to do with him. Maybe it might be a project in the future after we're done with Greg Nettles, or after I decide what I want to do with the legend players. Not really sure yet, so we will see what the plan is. It's like, we always seem to have a project to work on here, and I think maybe swinging it back around to Mantle might be the case here, so I'm not really too sure. But so far, hopefully, we'll see if Greg Nettles actually helps with defense. So far, I watched my best pitcher give up 7 runs in the first inning yesterday, so maybe it's not really working out quite so much yet, so we shall see, but it's we have a long time to go. Obviously, this game, it takes forever for you to get any kind of results. You know, it's like you plug something in and 5 other things break and you don't know what to do. And, you know, did you cause that? Did that cause that? We just have no idea. So I am just going to let it go. Maybe it's like I would do the OVR room, but like the OVR room just doesn't tell me much of anything anymore because my batters are so high in the OVR department that it just doesn't have any useful information for me anymore. It feels like it's just basically just throwing slop at me at this point. Like, if I asked Sora, or if I asked Grok, or if I asked like ChatGPT what to do with my lineup, it probably would give me like better results than the OVR room at this point. Although some people do swear by it, but I personally I haven't seen it quite yet, so maybe I am just behind the times here. Especially if you're trying to do a closer. If you're trying to see if your closer does well, you've got no shot because your closer will never appear in the OVR room. It's like I get a 0 as my closer because my team never uses the closer in the OVR room to the point where it like has enough qualified appearances to actually give me a number. So I already know my closer's trash, but I can't even look at what his stats would look like against like a Black Diamond lineup. So I've got no shot, man. We do our best. Unfortunately, our best is just not enough. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're getting to the end of this. Give me a diamond, man. Blake Snell. I'll take the Blake Snell gold. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're just going to get rid of the golds anyway, but just give me the Blake Snell. Okay, Ronald Acuna Jr. It's got to be... I'm going to use a diamond in here. Goodbye, Shohei Ohtani 23. Sorry. Adios, amigo. Sam Jelly or Helsley is pretty sweet. Sam Jelly. Okay. Alright, let's go open up a couple more packs. What's in my inbox here? Club Home Battle Match Reward. Oh, I actually won a Club Home Battle Match. My club has not been playing well in club, let me tell you. It has been a bit of a mess. They have been giving up a lot of late runs, a lot of my offense not scoring. So it feels like me changing over away from Boss Nerf may not have been that good, and honestly, me changing over to Charisma Nerf when I did, it just, you know, it's like it hasn't really helped stop the bleeding on the defensive side of the ball, so not really sure what else to do at this point. I didn't think me plugging in a third baseman would be like the magic all-seeing pill. I mean, obviously, like I've said, I need to upgrade my starting pitching at some point, and maybe the Legends will be the way to do that. I don't know. Maybe take one out of the lineup to work on them, but I don't know what to do. Maybe we'll mess around with Feller or with... What's his face? I don't remember his name. I'm losing my mind. Glavin. His name is Glavin. We'll mess around with Glavin next week potentially. We'll see because they both have slow starter, and I feel like slow starter is just not strong enough on them. Maybe I just need diamond trainers on them, but it feels like they're not strong enough. Like it feels like they just get they just get pushed in immediately. So it's not great. Maybe something like Mr. Perfect would go well for them, especially if they are all high 70s or mid 70s in stats. Maybe if they're all around the same range, maybe that'd be good for them. But like I said earlier, I have PI on my Garrett Cole's Diamond Skill Trainer. I maybe would think about getting PI potentially. I've passed on it in the past because I thought to myself, like, it doesn't really seem like it's that great, but now I kind of realize that, yeah, it might be useful in some certain cases. Ooh, that's a nice prime right there. I already have the Ensberg, but that's a pretty sweet prime. Let me see if I can upgrade him, or if that Ensberg is in my mentor. I believe that Ensberg is in my mentor right now, so it's kind of not great here. Let's see. Matt Ensberg. It's Matt Ensberg, I believe. Let's see. I don't know Matt Ensberg. I'm like looking at my audio graph right now, and it's kind of worrying me because I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm trying to get like a little bit closer to the microphone so that way maybe you can hear me a little clearly. I'm trying to also speak up more than usual. Sometimes I just kind of like lean back in my chair and I just kind of like ramble endlessly. So I'm trying to actually make it so you can potentially hear me. Okay, so I have the silver one. I thought I had a diamond one, but I guess I do not. Wait, where's the gold one I just pulled? What? Wait, I just pulled the gold one. Where's the gold? Oh, did I? Wait, what? Huh? Where's the gold one I just pulled? Am I stupid? It's great, isn't it? Hold on a second. What is happening here? Didn't I just pull a gold one? Where is it? Huh? What? What are you talking about? Am I stupid? Am I hallucinating? What? Did I just, like, miss it 5 times in a row and I don't see it? I'm confused. Hold on a second. I am confusion. Upgrade. Select the base player. Grade. Where is he? What? Why is he not there? Why is he not here? Where is he? What? I don't understand. Am I stupid? I don't get it. Like, what's happening here? Am I having a stroke? Like, I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna ignore it for now because I don't know what's going on and I'm very confused and I don't quite get it. So we're gonna ignore that for now. The game seems to forget that I own him, even though I do not. Very weird. Don't know how to explain that one. He's right there in my combinations, so I have no idea. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yes, please. The Hopes and Dreams, the Hearts. What is it? The Heart and Hustle Award winner that played in the Home Run Derby. Look, I love his story for the Home Run Derby. It was just kind of silly that he was there because he didn't really go off. But look, I love the reason he was there though. So I'm not gonna bash him for that. It was just really funny that he was there. Joe Estrada. I think it's Joe Estrada. I could be completely wrong, and I could be just absolutely making up names right now. Maybe I'm thinking of Joe Espada, like the guy that was the Yankees bench coach for a while, and I think now the Astros manager, right? Is that who I'm thinking of? Or their bench coach? I don't know. He's definitely with the Astros organization somewhere at this point. Oh, my Lord. This is such a far scroll. There's so many players in the way because of all the stupid vintage players that we can't combine because I don't have stars because I'm broke. Brandon Nimmo. Okay. Oh, they're all stars over there. I kind of wish I could get rid of them. Tim Hill. Anthony Banda, who I just legitimately don't even remember Anthony Banda. I'll take the Chris Bubich because I love his name. Ramon Laureano, oh, the guy that was banned for PEDs, I believe. Justin Turner, the ex-Met. That's what he's known for, the guy that was with the Mets without the beard. Of course, we all remember that. Joe Jimenez, I believe. No, we're not going to do that. Let's do one more silver combination, and then we'll open up a couple more packs. There's Ramon Laureano again. People who follow my channel know the conspiracy theory about when you put a player into data, you pull the player. Let's see here. Okay, live season ultimates. Okay, 2 diamonds is a good number. Brian Wu. Nice. Okay, diamond player selectives. Obviously the ones from League. Let's see if we can get some primes or some vintages or some legends. That Bell seems really good. That the Rodriguez. Yes, I picked him. Okay. Let me exit the menu, please, and thank you. That the JT Real Muto. Come on, I got it. Yes, I picked him. Now skip the screen, please. I have to click like 8 times for it to go to the next screen. Okay, diamond pack. All the packs. Justin Turner again, the guy that hit John Sterling with the baseball. The foul ball in the booth. That was actually a really funny... It was a really funny moment there. Mike Messina. Team select, pitcher, batter. We're going batter, obviously, because, you know, legends. No legend, though. Mike Talkman. Although he is a legend, though. And then team select prime pack, which, let's see. Let's see if we can guess the player. Like, we're usually pretty good at the guess the player. Oh, a gold. High location, velo stamina. Oh, that's D-Rob, isn't it? That's D-Rob. Now, we already have him, so unfortunately, he's going into the bin for all eternity. That looks like everybody. Okay, so let's clean up the player roster a little bit, and then we'll move on to the thing we all care about, which is me pulling diamond trainers and PSETs, because we love those. Okay, get rid of the Mike Sockman. That Nicky Lopez, the guy from the Royals. No Derek Law either. Goodbye, Ramon Laureano, number 1. Aroldis Chapman. There was like a quote that Aroldis Chapman said that he would retire before he played for the Yankees again because of disrespect. And I just have to laugh at that because he showed us so much respect when he was on our team. Especially the part about the domestic violence situation and the part where he skipped the team practice to go get a tattoo. But I'm sure to listen to him about how to respect people. Like, sure, dude. Absolutely nobody thinks that it has anything to do with respect. If the Yankees were the last team to give you money, you'd still go play for the Yankees. It's not about money. Like it's all. I mean, it's always about the money. Like you'd always would take. Like you wouldn't just retire just to not play for the team. But just it's really funny that he's the one that wants to talk to us about respect, despite the fact that we had to bench him for missing a team practice before the playoffs with a 5 ERA. So, respect, yeah. Like, I don't even need to go talk to you guys about all the situations with Aroldis Chapman. Like, you already know what I'm talking about. Like, there was a disgusting string of events that I'm not even going to repeat. But he was definitely involved in a domestic violence situation, which involved a weapon, and also something else that happened, which I'm not even going to mention at all. But if you've been around baseball recently, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I am talking about. It was a wild situation with him on a video. So, that's the person we're going to listen to about respect, then I'm sorry. Then you can go have fun selling your services to another team that probably needs you then. Okay, that looks like everybody. Let me do these last silver players real quickly, and then we will mosey on out of here. Let me just do one diamond combo. Yankee Killer, Randall Great Chick. Give me the Shamania because he's got the hair. Nope, Yankee Legend G or Shella. Alright, let's go do the 3 diamond vintage combo and let's see if we pull a legend out of this. Nope, not today, folks, not today. Alright, a quick vintage combo. Oh, Brett Saberhagen. Yep, okay, nice. Alright, so let's go and let's get to the meat and the potatoes of the video that you care about, which is me getting mad at premium skill change tickets. Heck yes. 2 more PSETs. Let's go. 12 PSETs to play with here. See what we can pull on Mr. Nettles today. Looking for a 3-3-2 set that's actually a useful legend skill. That's 3-2-2. I mean, I like Born to be a Star, but I'd like to have higher levels on it. I don't know what I would really want here. I mean, like, Hard Hitter would probably be pretty good. Hard Hitter, 5 Tool, and then something else, maybe. But there's options here. There is options, but the problem is just trying to get the last set is the problem here. That's what I was waiting for. No, I don't want to go to the shop. Okay, let's go use them and the rest of them on auto use. I thought I was pretty close to the mileage one. Alright, Legend Skill, please. Please and thank you. Yeah, there's Heavy Hitter. Maybe I'm thinking of Hard Hitter. That's the one that's on my Gary Sanchez. I think that's what I'm looking for, really. Laser Beam 113. Come on, give me a Legend Skill. Or just don't, I guess. Fine. Mad. Last one? Legend Skill? No, not even one Legend Skill from 13 PSETs today. That is unfortunate. Let me go check the trainers and let me see if I got room for these trainers. How many spots do I need in my trainer backup? So I'm pulling. Where are we going here? 2 diamonds, a premium, and a premium. So I need 4 slots available. I think I have 4, but I just want to double check real quickly. Yes, I do. Come on, baby. Let's do what we did last time. Let's look at a legend. Let's look at a trainer, and let me look at this real quickly. So I've got Guest Hitter on Judge here. Guest Hitter. I'm looking at Guest Hitter. We're gonna go into the inventory. If it will ever load, thank you. It finally kicked me out to the main menu. I was wondering if that was gonna happen sometime today. And use them both. Ooh, that's actually one. First base. First base. Home run like hit if base I. That's actually a pretty bad secondary option. I might want to roll sub options on that one just because I want to see if I can potentially get it for like an outfielder maybe. Let's go see if we can roll sub options on that, or if I can even get like if I can get one of those all position options. That'd be pretty sweet actually, but honestly the odds of that are pretty low. But actually, it's great to actually have a offensive one for once. Okay, Premium Skill, Recruit Tainer, Giant Crusher, Gold. That's okay, but I'm probably never using it. And then the Premium Trainer Recruit Ticket is a silver, of course. That one's immediately getting in the trash can. Right to the dumpster. Special Trainer, Leading Hitter. Shortstop. I already have one. I actually have Table Setter Masterclass on my shortstop, so I'm not going to use it on him. Third baseman. Okay. Base I, base con. We can probably use it on him. That would probably be good for my Greg Nettles. I mean, right now he's got a home run hitter on him, but I think a DT will probably be pretty good on him. So let's do that. We'll increase the unequip that one. And then we'll throw a Diamond Trainer on him, and let's see what we can do with him. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hard hit ground ball, line drive, and then he has an extra 4.5% home runs. That'd be pretty good, I hope. So that's actually a good upgrade on him. We've been kicking and screaming for one of those for the longest time now, and we finally got one. So let me see. We can also potentially go run, and we can use a Diamond Trainer. I have 2 Elite Feelings, I believe, and I believe a Pickoff Expert. So let me see what I can do in terms of my club crafting. Potentially, we could actually craft a Diamond Trainer this week. I got Elite Field and Deception Specialist and Pickoff Expert. So we'll do that. We'll do these 3 because I just don't believe in these 3 at all. So that'll be another one after the animation decides to play. Alright, let's do the same thing. So we're going to go look at another one of these. We're going full tinfoil hat conspiracy theory here. Do you have one? Do you have a Diamond Trainer? I don't believe you have one. Oh, you do have one. You have Power Hitter. Power Hitter, Center Fielder. Why don't you have base 75? I mean, maybe I can one day work on that. I can actually try to get him base 75. I don't really care about a 3.6% increase in ground ball rate. Okay, so let's see. If we get a power... I'd love to get a Power Hitter Diamond Trainer out of this one. We're going full mask-off conspiracy theory here. We're looking at it. We're thinking about it. It's in our thoughts. This game, man. This game is awesome. I throw away a Deception Specialist, and then it gives me back a Deception Special. It says, oh, my bad. I think you dropped this. My good sir. Excuse me, son. I believe you dropped something. Oh, well. So, anyway, I think that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the rest of the World Series tonight. I think that by the time this video goes up, it will probably be over. So, we will see. I guess I'm not sure what to expect out of the World Series game tonight, except probably a stellar performance out of Ohtani at this rate, considering how he went off in the championship series. But anyway, that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck with your packs, your pulls, your combos. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.